As search and rescue efforts in South Florida stretch into a second week, crisis response canine teams from New Jersey are providing emotional support for first responders. CBS News' Jessica Layton spoke with the co-founder of the organization.
Our organization is here. We go out to different events. We've been to Pulse, we've been to Las Vegas, we've been to Texas, we've been to a lot of active shooter events. We come to events like this to try to provide emotional support, strength, and resilience, first off to the families, friends, loved ones, and then again the first responders who are obviously spending the time that they are down at this site here, this tragedy, and trying to help to at this point recover some of the folks that are unaccounted for.
What do the dogs provide that humans can't?
A lot of times people don't realize that there's a resilience with dogs, a therapeutic bridge with the canines. Because again, we're going to go up and we're going to ask people like, how do you feel? And ask those questions that are sometimes somewhat foolish. Where the dogs are just there for them. They interact with the individuals, they give them the opportunity to decompress. Again, maybe, I guess the best story I could tell you is one of the workers from Israeli. I was interacting with him and he was on a quick break. He was coming off the pile. We spoke for a while and he just sat on the ground with Axel, just was petting him and relaxing with him. He stood up afterwards and said to me, you know what, this is what I needed just to give me the energy to go back to the task at hand and going back to the pile and obviously digging through the rubble. So they give something to the folks that we can't. But again, they provide that therapeutic bridge so that every one of our people, our organization, have crisis intervention stress management training. So again, that provides us the opportunity to assess the individual to see if they need additional help. And again, we help them as well and provide them comfort. Most importantly, we give them that listening, that quiet ear, if you will. And the dogs do the same without asking any imposing questions.
You have been to tragedies all over the country. I wonder what you're seeing in Surfside in the way of community support, people reaching out.
Well, again, it's interesting you say that because when we first came here, we're staying at a site where it's a reunification center. And from Jump Street, when we got here Monday, immediately we started interacting with family members and loved ones and people who are friends that are here hoping for the best. And again, the community has been incredible in supporting them and supporting their first responders. And again, we're here for the community as well because the volunteers are out there. They're working around the clock as well. So it's interesting to see how they are obviously supporting others, and they need that support as well. So it's been an incredible response. Actually, not only from the nation, which is incredible. I think you have 28 urban search and rescue teams here. You have teams from Israel, you have teams from Mexico. So again, it's an international effort as well to support those who are impacted by this tragedy. We all deployed from New Jersey. The teams we've actually chosen are all specifically trained. Every one of our dogs has a higher level of training. Not only do they have the therapy training, they have crisis response training. Then every one of our deployable dogs, we have 42 dogs total, of which 14 are actually able to deploy across the country. They have a level that's a law enforcement defense systems. It actually has a working service dog actually title. So again, they are specifically chosen to work in these environments and work with folks who are impacted by tragic events such as this.
So Axel is from New Jersey as well?
Well, technically he's from California, but he lives in New Jersey with me now, yes.